A lot of people ask me about the eco in Eco Challenge, and it means a number of things. I've retained that name because I'm very passionate about the environment and want to help Indigenous peoples improve their lives. I think that sustainable ecotourism is clean money, and it goes on forever, and it allows them to not get into mining and development of ruining great places. What we do at Eco Challenge is show a TV show to an audience of up to 1 billion households worldwide in 140 countries. And Fiji, a country just recovering from a coup a few years ago, are in desperate need of promotion and showing the world how beautiful Fiji is. It's friendly. Come here and enjoy the environment here. The Eco Challenge couldn't survive without volunteers, and each year hundreds and hundreds of people apply to fly themselves in and volunteer to work their butts off pretty much for 10 days straight at Eco Challenge. And without those volunteers, the race couldn't go on. It's become the heart and soul of Eco Challenge.
I'm Kent Gastridge. I'm captain of the Environmental Survey Team for Eco Challenge 2002 Fiji. I'm a registered professional engineer and geologist in several states in the United States. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I've been doing environmental analysis, environmental impact assessment for over 25 years. The environment on the course that I'm aware of, we get into some areas where particularly the mountain bikes, they're on public roads which are gravel. Some of the rafting areas are starting in villages where you've got a mix of stream beds as well as some jungle areas. It minimizes the chance of environmental damage because you don't have all the teams going through the same location. They're spread out. We've got 4 people spread out all over a larger area, or a trail type impact is minimized quite a bit when we run into those situations. As we get into the later phases of the race, we get into some of the beach areas along the western coast of the island, as well as a couple islands out in the ocean. We're mainly looking for people dropping items off, whether it be teams or the media or onlookers. The duty of our team is to follow up the entire course after the race and make sure that it is at least as good a condition as it was before the race got there. We check every potential for environmental disturbance. We are there documenting written and photographically any type of impact we see. At the end of the race, we then prepare a complete report of the race and its any impact. If we find anything, our team will clean it up or if it's beyond our capabilities, which we haven't run anything like that in the past, we would make a recommendation for Eco Challenge to come back and work on any problems we might find. We've not encountered it. We didn't encounter anything like that in New Zealand. We're hoping we don't find anything. We anticipate we won't find anything here, but if we do, we're ready for it. I think they're pleased to have us along as watchdogs, and we don't pull any punches. Where we've got checkpoints throughout the course. We had moderate amount of problems with teams disposing of trash. We had media problems disposing of trash around checkpoints. Stronger rules for any team disposing of anything on the course. Very potential penalties, including disqualification if the infraction is serious enough. I wanted to mention, this is my second year with Eco Challenge. I came last year on the environmental survey team to New Zealand, and I had concerns that I might be under pressure to say everything was fine, and I might be pressured not to look for things and that kind of thing. I was pleased to see that I was given free rein. I could go wherever I wanted. I could write up however I wanted, and if I had concerns, I was encouraged to bring those concerns up and put them in writing. I was pleased to see that some recommendations my partner Russ Neff and I made last year were implemented and put into writing in the rules in this year's race in Fiji.
My name is Susie Hockmeyer. I am from the great state of Maine in the United States. I own an outdoor adventure resort. This is my 6th Eco Challenge that I have been a volunteer for, and I am one of the camp coordinators. When I go on vacation, I hate to just go somewhere and sit. I knew traveling with Eco Challenge, even though I'd be working and working very hard, as a volunteer, I would also get to go to very exotic, unusual places, and I would get to go in, not only would I get to go to them, but I would get off the beaten path. It's very exciting. It can be lonely too. You can be out in a camp for days and never see anybody. You're on duty 24 hours a day and can be very hectic because if you get many teams in at once, You've got to check them in. You know, obviously they want to go as fast as possible because they're in a race. They may need help. They need your guidance, and you've got to double check to make sure that they are following all the safety rules and they're going along as they're supposed to. The racers are coming across with their bikes. It's much harder than you think trying to walk across that water. The rocks are slippery, the currents are very swift, plus you're carrying a bike and whatever else you have. And on top of it, these racers have been probably traveling over, they're up almost 24 hours a day. I'm sure they're extremely tired. They've been, you know, it's a brutal course, but they're doing it. I like being on the side I am. I get to enjoy it without all of the struggle. I'm very happy to watch it from the sidelines, but I admire them very, very much. I love working with everybody at Eco Challenge. The teamwork is incredible. It amazes me as a business person to see so many people come from so many different places, from so many countries, and able to organize and run an event as wonderful as the Eco Challenge.
I think what I like most about covering the Eco Challenge is the people that you meet. You meet people from all walks of life, and I'm always amazed at the strength of human spirit. And I hope to do many, many more and continue to watch some of these athletes, which I've watched from the beginning, really push the limits of human ability. So it's been great being here, and I hope to see you again next year.
Fiji has been quite a surprise. Not quite sure what to expect. The interior of Fiji is absolutely fantastic. Lots of mountains, lots of rivers. The people of Fiji we found extremely friendly, extremely helpful, and it's absolutely been a great experience being in Fiji.
Fiji is a beautiful, beautiful country. It's very exotic, but the one thing that I'm very happy and pleased to see that it's exotic, but not in a dangerous way or over the top. It's not extreme exotic. It's beautiful. It reminds me of what I remember seeing, you know, as a child. What you dreamt of is the South Pacific. The people are the friendliest people I think I've ever met. We've had just a wonderful time and a wonderful experience. Love the weather. It couldn't be a better place to have to hang out for a couple of weeks.
You know, it's pretty hard for me to enjoy myself producing Eco Challenge while it's going on. When I look back, it's some of the best experiences of my life. But while it's going on, I've got 300 people out there in remote wilderness that I'm concerned about, and tracking by helicopter 12 hours a day, and with a great, incredible staff of people. But it's pretty tough. It's as tough on us producing the race probably as it is doing it in some ways. I think it's been a very hard Eco Challenge. Has certainly physically broken down some people. But even those who did well and those who did badly have one unifying thing. Their spirit has been enriched by enjoying nature in the raw, and they've seen Fiji in a way that no one else will ever see probably.
The 2002 Eco Challenge has been as fascinating to those of us covering it as it has been for the competitors. We look forward to next year at another exotic location. Fiji has opened her arms to all of us and invites you to visit their beautiful country. But you can take your time paddling, bicycling, or walking along the beach. And for viewers who would like more information, at the end of the credits we will have an address and telephone number on screen. We love to hear from you, so please call or write. And be sure to join us again for another edition of Eco News, your best source of current environmental news that affects you and your future. On behalf of our nonprofit organization, Educational Communications, thank you for your support. I'm Nancy Perlman, wishing you a natural, unspoiled environment.